Hi, this is Mark Satterfield. I'm founder and CEO of Gentle Rain Marketing, and thanks so much for watching this brief presentation on how to get more clients. That's a topic that's near and dear to many of us. So let's go ahead and get started. I have an opinion, and my opinion is that we make marketing just way too hard. We make it too complicated, we make it overwhelming, and as a result, a lot of people either try stuff and it doesn't work, or they just throw up their hands and say, hey, I'm just going to let the fates decide, or I'm going to over rely on word of mouth and referrals. But the reality is that if you really want to grow your business quickly, if you really want to grow your business to a substantial size, marketing is something that you're going to have to do, or at least you should be doing. And I'm of the opinion, and after 20 years since I started Gentle Rain Marketing and working literally with thousands of business owners, primarily in the services profession, but some in manufacturing, some in retail, what I believe is that anybody can have a extremely effective marketing system up and running, doing what it's supposed to do inside of 30 days. And you could probably do it inside of a week if you put a little bit more effort into it. But it's not hard. And really, the key is to focus on four things. That's all you need to focus on, are just these four things. And if you do that, you'll have the marketing system that you want doing what it's supposed to do, which is to generate you lots of prospects and then convert large percentages of them into paying clients. But the key is to focus on just these four things and to do them in order. And that's, if you do that, then everything works great. It's when you do things out of order. That's when this turns into an enormous hairball very, very quickly. So let's talk about the four things. Thing number one is you need a website. That's kind of a given. You need a website, and I would recommend that you use what's called a platform. And basically, platform is kind of internet geek speak for the system that's used to create your website. And I would recommend that you use one called WordPress. It's free. There's lots of different templates and add-ons that are available. Lots and lots of designers, ourselves included, create real kick-ass WordPress sites. Another nice thing about WordPress is that you can attach, or it has a blog feature within it. So if you choose to have a blog, which you probably should, it's already there rather than trying to tack on a blog to some other type of site. So anyway, you need a website, and I would recommend that you use WordPress as the platform. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, you need a great free offer. Now, here's why you need it. The beauty of the internet is also its curse, and the beauty and the curse are speed. And by that, I mean that you can go to anybody's website anywhere in the world in a blink of an eye. And you can also leave anybody's website anywhere in the world in that same amount of time. So the key with getting an effective website and a key to having an effective marketing program is really all about getting people to slow down once they're on your site. We'll talk about how we get them there in a moment, because I know that's what you're thinking about. But the key is once they are there, we need to get them to slow down. And even more importantly, what we need to do is we need to collect their contact information. A lot of people burn through an awful lot of marketing dollars sending their visitors to a site which they go to, looks nice, and the people go, they play around for a little while, and then they leave. According to those who monitor such stuff, only about 3% of people who come to a website are really ready to take action. Now, that action might be to call for a consultation, that action might be to purchase. It's only 3%. So what happens to the other 97%? Well, they pretty much are gone. And it's an enormous amount of waste of money, time, and effort to have that 97% just not be captured at all. And that's the reason why you need a free offer. You need a free offer so that people will slow down, people will get curious, and people will say, okay, I'd like to learn more. and they will give you their name and their contact information in order to get that. So having what we call a hooky free offer is crucial. And a free offer might be a report, it might be a video, it might be a podcast, might be a quiz, could be a lot of different things. But the key is you've got to motivate people to give you their contact information. And the reason why that's crucial is because this is all about building a relationship. We're not going to build a relationship just by having them visit our website once. We're going to build a relationship because we're going to be in touch with these people in an ongoing, consistent manner. And quite frankly, it's a little difficult to stay in touch with people if we don't know who the heck they are. So thing number 2 is you need a great free offer. And when I say great free offer, what I'm referring to is something that's got an enormous amount of curiosity factor, something that's got a great hook. Thing number 3, you need to stay in touch. You need to send people an ongoing series of messages. What we do is we send what's called a soap opera sequence. Soap opera sequence is basically designed around an interesting story. People love stories. And if you can tell people an interesting story in a series of messages, you're going to build trust, you're going to build credibility, and most importantly, you're going to convert prospects into paying clients because it's going to motivate people to take action. So you need a great stay in touch strategy. What we recommend is the soap opera strategy. Give me a call, send me an email, I'll explain it in more detail if you're interested. Okay, thing number 4. This is the one that you were waiting for. You need to drive traffic to the page. Now, of course, people always focus on this, but you don't want to do this till you have the free offer and the soap opera sequence of follow-up messages already developed. It's a little bit like opening a bookstore, and you get all the people coming to the bookstore before you got the shelves up and books on the shelf to sell. Be kind of dumb, but people do this in the internet space all the time. So, want to drive traffic? Well, there's lots and lots of options. Of course, you can write articles, you can speak. Now, you probably heard of something called SEO. That stands for Search Engine Optimization. And what that means is getting on the first page of Google for very, very specific keywords. So, SEO sounds good, but remember that there's a lot of moving parts there. First of all, you got to figure out what keywords you want. Second of all, you've got to develop both a link building strategy, although that's less important today than it used to be. But more importantly, what you've got to do is you've got to optimize your site, both in terms of the page as well as the blog. Remember, we talked about that before, making sure that it's optimized for the keywords that you want. Now, quite frankly, if it was up to me, what I'd be doing is I'd be spending a little bit of money on paid advertising. And I'd spread my advertising across Google and Bing and Facebook and LinkedIn, a lot of other social media platforms, a lot of other advertising platforms. I'd be monitoring it to make sure that I'm getting the biggest bang for my buck. But I tell you, SEO, even though people say it's free, it isn't really, because you're probably going to have to pay someone to do it. And second of all, it's going to take you 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 months, depending upon the keywords you're going after, in order to see some results. Whereas paid advertising, hey, it's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, you start a campaign. By about 2:30, you started to get people coming in. So personally, if it was me, I'd have a budget for some paid advertising. Now, that's really all you need to do to have an extremely effective marketing campaign doing what it's supposed to do, which is generating you prospects and converting them into paid clients. That's all you need, seriously. Now, I realize that you may be saying, okay, this is great, but I'm really pretty busy. I mean, I am running a consulting business. I am doing this particular type of work. I've got to serve my clients. I get it. I understand that. So, if you're too busy for marketing, let us do some of this or all of it for you. Shoot me an email, mark@gentlerainmarketing.com, or give me a call, 770-643-8566. And I'll be happy to talk about how we can do, as I say, some of this or all of this for you. This is Mark Satterfield, thanking you so much for watching this short video, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye for now.